I always have issues, you know what I mean? When my camera is finally right, my audio is fucking off. So it's like I always have issues when it comes to videos. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing a story time. I wanted to tell this story time a long time ago, but when I first recorded this video, the sound didn't come out right, and everything was just like, it just did not work out at all. So this story time is going to be about the time, if you cannot tell by the title, that I got under eye fillers, and literally it almost ruined my life. Like, it went completely wrong. It wasn't close to anything that I thought that I would experience, and I didn't hear and I didn't see any videos about the people experiencing what I experienced. So back, I want to say it was last year, 2017. I would say probably in the month of June or so, I went to get under eye fillers. Right now I have fillers in, so you aren't able to really see the reason why I got under eye fillers. But I do have hollowness right, you can kind of see where it was, which is like right here. It's much better now, but before it was like so sunken in, and if I didn't wear makeup, I looked very tired. You guys will probably be able to see it from old videos, but I'll see if I'll be able to find a picture or something that you'll be able to compare it to my face right now, and I'll insert it here. But I went and got under eye fillers because it was an insecurity of mine. I felt like whenever I would not wear makeup, I felt super tired, and I looked super tired. People thought that I was sick, and it was just, it really bothered me. It made me self-conscious when I took pictures. And you guys do, if you guys follow me on Instagram, you do know that I do model, and it was always the one thing that I noticed that photographers were edit out is smooth out my under eye. So that made my insecurity even bigger, because I'm like, if photographers, you know, people on an everyday basis, like people that I know, my family, like, oh my god, you look great. But it's like, you know, it's already an insecurity of mine. And then when I start seeing it being edited out in my pictures and like final pictures, I just knew that it was a problem. And as a model, I do want to, not saying that you have to, but I do want to always make everyone's job easier. So going forward, I was just like, hey, if I just get these fillers, it would probably take out one last step, or like one extra step out of the photographer's like post edits and post work. So I went and I got the fillers, and I was so happy with the results. I insert pictures because I took pictures as well while I was there. I would insert pictures so you can see it side by side, of like the side with the fillers and the side without the fillers. The next day, my fillers were fine. I went to work. Everything was fine. I was just like, okay, I'm excited. I loved how it looked. My face was like very full. I felt like I looked like a China doll. I was so excited. And that night, I went to sleep. I woke up that morning, and my eye just looked so swollen. I went to use the bathroom. I'm just like, my face looks weird. And I'm like, yo, my face really looks weird. So I started to take pictures, and so, okay, maybe I'm going crazy. I contacted the medical office that I went to, and I let them know, like, hey, my eye is swollen. Like, my eye is swollen. Is this normal? They were just like, oh, just put some ice on it. And you know, everything will be fine. Actually, I wasn't even given any ice after I did the injections, and I guess I wasn't as educated about injections as I am now. Because of that happening to me, now I know exactly how injections are supposed to work. I don't think I was given even any numbing cream before. I don't know. No. I was given numbing cream, and I was like, okay, maybe it was a reaction to the numbing cream, and let me just give it a day or two to just figure this out. The next day, it was even worse. Like, my eye looked like it was filled with like water or something. It was just so bad. I'm going to insert those pictures as well, but it was just so bad. And like, I was like so self-conscious. I started crying because I'm just like, what the fuck did I do to myself? Like, why did I do this to myself? So I went to the office. I believe I probably went like on a Monday, and I went to the office on that Wednesday. I don't know why Wednesday just stands out to me so much. So I went to the office that Wednesday, and they gave me ice, and they were just like, you know, they just like, oh, did you put any makeup on it or anything? I'm like, yeah, I wore makeup, but I didn't wear makeup until 24 hours after. So that part where, like, you know, because they did like a I don't know what you would call it, but like they punctured a wound first, and then they used that wound to insert into my under eye injections. So the injections was inserted through here. So everything that I needed under my eyes was injected through here. And when I went back to get under eye fillers at a different office, he actually just injected it exactly where I needed it. So it was like he would just inject one here, here, and there, right under my under eyes. But theirs was injected through here and pushed through. So I was like, yeah, I did wear makeup, but I didn't wear makeup immediately after. You told me that it was safe to wear makeup, 24 hours after, 24 to 48 hours after. Did you take any ibuprofen, fish pills or fish oils, anything with like fish oils or anything? I'm just like, no, I didn't take anything. I didn't need to take anything. So they were just like, okay, let's ice it. As they iced it, the swelling started to go down. So then we were just like, okay, let's just continue on icing it. And if it continues to stay down, then you're fine. But if it swells up again, then you're going to have to come back and we'll like dissolve it and we'll figure something out. The next day, everything went down. I was fine. I was like, okay, good. It's going down. I'm happy. The next day, it swelled up again, but it was worse. It was like my whole under eye, everything under my eye was completely swollen, and I had like a rash. It was completely swollen. I was just like, no. And I'm a person, I never went through like puberty. Sorry if my nose is a little runny, but I never went through puberty, so I never had like a big old breakout. I never had breakouts. I was blessed with good skin thanks to my parents. I was blessed with good skin, so I never really had skin problems. So just seeing how my skin was acting and the way my skin was reacting to that, it really made me even more self-conscious. I'm like, fuck, I should have just fucking kept my eyes the way it was, because now it's just like you're in a bigger turmoil than you were when you just went to go get this done in the first place. So I contacted them. When I first went to the office, my doctor, the injector, I guess you could call them a doctor. The doctor gave me her phone number. So I sent her a picture of my face, and I was just like, I want to get this taken out. I want this dissolved now. Like, I want it dissolved. So that day I went to the office. They did the injections. They, took it out. I also will insert a picture of the way my face looked when I went there. I'm telling you guys, I did not look anything like this. I looked completely, I looked so crazy. My eyes were so chinky. Like, my face was swollen. It looked so bad, and it was like little rashes everywhere. So they dissolved it that day, and I had to actually go back. And, I just went and got like a PRP treatment just because it was no refunds. So I just had to get my money's worth. I just did a PRP treatment and called it a day, and they put like my what PRP is basically like your own plasma. So they draw blood, they separate the white and red blood cells, and then they insert the white blood cells back into your face, which will produce collagen. And that's what I had under my eyes. And for a while, my face, I was completely fine with it. And then I just noticed that it just started to kind of look the way it used to look. And then I just recently went to go get under eye fillers from a different office, and that's where I did tell him about my experience, and that's where he brought to my attention that when a situation like that happens, they are supposed to report it, and I'm supposed to be involved in the reporting. And the fact that they didn't report it gave him like kind of like red flags. He was like, it's either they probably diluted the Bellatero, because I had Bellatero under my eyes. They probably diluted it and mixed it with a different mixture or of some sort, and that is what caused the reaction under my eye. Or it just could be an allergic reaction. But he was just confused as to how it could be an allergic reaction, because I'm not too sure if it's hyaluronic acid. I'm just saying it's hyaluronic acid, but the substance that the fillers is a synthetic version of what's found in your body. So it should be no real reason why you have an allergic reaction to that, because it's found in your body. So when I left that office last year, I truly thought that there was no possible way that I can get any type of fillers. If I ever wanted to get like under eye fillers or lip fillers or whatever, I could not get it because I was afraid of this reaction happening. So when I went to get the consultation, so I did that in June, and I went to my doctor's office, my new doctor now, in December, in order to get a consultation and just tell him about my experience. And he actually gave me testers. So I got testers on this side of the face, and he was just like, just look at it for like a week or two, see if you get any reaction. If you get any reaction, then it's just fillers are not for you. But if you get no reaction, you can come back and we can, go through with the procedure. So I did that, looked at it, no reaction at all. So then I went back. I just went back recently. It's like, a couple of months now. It's so late now. But I did that in January, and I was still very like hesitant and very like scared to even go and do it, because I was just like, I don't know if I go through this and my face goes like through the shit again, I'm going to be really fucking pissed off. Like, I really am going to be so pissed off. So I just recently got it. Right now it's September. I got it in September 4th. I just went to go get it, and as you guys can see, I have no reaction. Since I've gotten it, I've had no reaction whatsoever. So I'm just under the impression that the Belotero that they used under my eye was probably mixed with something else, or whatever the case may be, or maybe like the way they put it. And he was just like, it just looked like my eye was just like trying to push it out. So either it was overfilled and my face was just like, this, what the hell is going on? This doesn't belong here. Or they mixed it with something else and I ended up having an allergic reaction. And the only reason why I'm bringing it here and bringing it to you guys' attention now is because there are no videos talking about the risks of, well, I haven't seen any videos talking about the risk of under eye fillers. And you know, fillers has now become like a new rage thanks to Instagram, and now everybody is going to get fillers. Everyone are doing fillers. People are opening up med spas to do fillers. And you know, you can get fillers from anywhere and any price. So my number one thing that I'm here to say is that there are risks and downfalls to getting fillers. And your risks may not be, or your reaction, or you know, whatever, may not be the same as mine. But mine personally was something that honestly opened up my eyes into doing research about your doctor. And it's like, it was so crazy because I saw their page and like they had so many people getting this done, and no one ever, they even have like, you know, beauty influencers who I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to tarnish their brand or anything. I just am not going to personally work with them anymore. But you know, they have beauty influencers that I am well aware of that went and got these treatments as well, and they didn't have it. But it was just like, maybe my body chemistry was just not working with whatever substance they may have diluted it with, or whatever the case may be. Whatever happened, my body was just saying, no, this does not belong here. So it's just, do your research. Don't try to look for, I didn't look for the cheapest price out there because I already knew that under eye fillers range from anywhere from like $500 to $1,000 depending on where you're going. So if you guys want to know about my doctor, if you're here in New York, I will leave his information down below. He is a really, really good doctor, and his nurses that are there are really good. They actually want to hear your story, listen to you, and they really do consult with you, and they'll tell you like what is the best bet for you. So you may go in there thinking that you want Belotero, and he'll be like, no, I think that based off of your skin and you know, your facial structure and your face, your natural fullness of your face, you should get Restylane, or whatever the case may be, or maybe Sculptra is a better bet for you, or whatever the case may be. So I will leave his information down below if you're here in New York City. But I definitely would say, definitely do your research when it comes to these fillers. Do not look for the cheapest price out there. If you know someone who have went to this person, talk to them, talk about their experience. Don't be afraid to ask questions, and do not be afraid to be vocal. I just thought that maybe the Belotero was the one that was like the problem for me, and it turned out that it wasn't. Because I got Belotero again. I was actually going to go in and get Restylane, but he recommended Belotero. So I went and got Belotero again, and honestly, I'm so happy. Like, I'm so happy. I've never been this happy with my face, but I'm so happy. I look awake when I'm not wearing makeup. I look awake. I don't look like I'm sleeping. I don't look like I haven't had any hours of sleep. I am so happy with this, and I'm not in any way endorsing under eye fillers, but I just feel like if you are unhappy about something, if something makes you insecure and makes you feel, you know, inferior in any type of way, and if you want to get it fixed, then do it. If you want to fix yourself, do it. Do it, but do it in the safest way possible, because do not risk yourself and risk your health. I could have risked my eyesight. You know, I look back on that day, and that's why it took me so long to even want to get this done again. It's a whole year and a half later, and I'm just, you know, a year and a couple of months later when I actually got it done again. And it was just a situation where it's just like, this could have went completely wrong. I could have been blind after that. I don't know what, you know, I may be, you know, dramatic or whatever, but who knows what that was under my eye. I don't know if this is Belotero. I don't know if it was just an allergic reaction to what was used. I don't know, but it could have been really, really bad. It could have been really bad for me. My face could have never went back to normal. I could have had, you know, eye problems after that. And it was just a situation where it's just frustrating, because, and just knowing the fact that as a doctor you're supposed to report those problems, especially if it's something like fillers, you're supposed to report it, and it was never reported. It brings up red flags to me, and it makes me really do think that they may have diluted this, you know, Belotero with something else. So I just had that's the end of it, of my story time, and I really just wanted to use this moment to educate you guys and just let you guys know that there are risks and downfalls to getting fillers. And it's just do your research. Talk to doctors, consult with more than one doctor. If you have had an allergic reaction, if you have experienced what I have experienced as well, please tell me your story down below. Maybe you can help me out, help someone else out to try to figure out what exactly it is and what could have caused that type of reaction. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hopefully I'll be able to come out with like more story times. My life is pretty boring, okay? My life is really, really boring. So there's not a lot of things that happen to me, but I do like coming on here and talking to you guys. I feel like I have a friend even though I'm in my room alone and there's no one here, but I just feel like I'm able to just like inspire others and like reach out to the world. You know what I mean? I feel like I'm doing something with my life. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm going to leave my doctor's information down below, but I will say once again, do your research. Don't just go to my doctor just because I went to it and I had a good experience. You can have a bad experience no matter where you go. Just do your research, find what's best for you, find what doctor's technique is best for you. Consult with doctors. If the doctors have like free consultations, I would say take that. Take it to learn as much about fillers as you can. Do not be afraid to ask questions. Do not be afraid to be annoying, because this is your face. This is your money that you're investing into them. So you want to make sure that, and this is your body. So you want to make sure that whatever is being put into your face, you know for sure that it is pure and it is meant to be put in your face. Okay? Okay, one more thing. Thank you so much for all my new subscribers. I am finally over 1,000. I feel like I've been doing this YouTube thing for so long, but I haven't been as consistent as I should be, and that's all on my fault. You know, that's my fault. But I have been trying to stay as consistent as you guys can see, and I'm really, really excited for all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking with me, for all my subscribers that have been there since day one when I had like 100, 300 subscribers. Thank you so much for sticking with me, and thank you for being patient with me with my inconsistent ass. If the sound is a little off, it's because I'm recording off of the audio that's on the camera. I cannot find the freaking aux cord to my mic, so I'm just going to buy another aux cord so that my next video will be popping. But I really wanted to record a video out here. It's been about like 2 weeks since I recorded a video, so I really wanted to record a video and have one out this week. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.